Guys, I am back and today I'm going to be doing another fun, just quick get ready with me. I'm just doing homework and studying for midterms today, so nothing too exciting, but I did want to sit down and film. So without much further ado, let's just jump straight into my base. Yeah, that's starting with primer. If you hear a dog snoring in the background, I'm sorry. And what else is new? Yeah, we are in the middle of midterm season at my school. Although to be fair, on the quarter system, midterm season is like week 2 to week 9. I've even had midterms like week 10. My dad gets really mad when I call them midterms because he's like, it's in the middle, or he's like, it's not in the middle of the school year. It's not one test. You have multiple tests. Like, that's not a midterm. And I'm like, I agree with you. That's what the teacher calls it, so that's what I call it. I don't know how to make you less upset about that. So, yeah, I actually only have one test for each of my classes, which is nice. I've already done 2 of them, which means there's just only 1 left. And yeah, there's not too much going on this week. I do need to really start grinding on my it's a program called Meditech, so I'm on a Meditech project. Working in a similar product range, or on a similar project to the one or the projects I was working on when I was in LA. Yeah, that was a really hard sentence to get out, but that's what I mean. And yeah, so that's been exciting. I'm really excited to be on that project, but we kind of need to just like start kicking it into gear. I've been meeting with my group mates this week, so that'll be good for just like getting everything together, motivating me to actually like do things on it before Wednesday morning, because Wednesday is when we have the meeting with the industry representatives. But I need a meeting before then to motivate me to actually do stuff. But yeah, what else? Oh, how do I still have glitter on my face? I am deeply confused about that. What else? As you may be able to see, I have some breakouts right here. I think it's from just like stress and wearing masks and stuff, but they were fine. Well, not fine, they were there, but they weren't particularly angry. But don't worry, guys, I picked at them for 10 minutes yesterday, and now they have come back with a vengeance, and my face is like even more sensitive. So, you know, probably would have been gone by now if I had just chilled out. But nevertheless, we are here. We've made our choices. Can't do much about them now. And honestly, I feel like with most acne spots, I feel like I can never fully conceal the fact that it's there. And so sometimes I just kind of give up, and I'm like, I don't get acne sometimes. Cover it a little bit just to make it less noticeable, and then I call it a day. This powder needs to take a chill pill. I don't really know what I want to do with my makeup today. I kind of want to just like maybe do something simple, but then the other part of me is like, do like intense wing. I don't know. So we'll see, because I don't make decisions until the last possible second. Just going with some bronzer. Is anyone watching the newest season of Too Hot to Handle? Because I'm already liking it more than last season. We started out with Izzy and Jazz being kind of like played by the same guy, and both of them dropped him. It wasn't like they were like, I felt like the last season the show encouraged emotional growth by encouraging the women to forgive the guys no matter what they did. They didn't really encourage the guys to do much to earn that forgiveness. And then what ended up happening is this guy named Marvin won. He won the money at the end. And then immediately ditched the girl he was with because he moved on to greener pastures, which, these shows aren't really designed for long lasting relationships, anyways, just because they pull people internationally and they're not really set up to create actual meaningful connections. But they let the guy who had done the most emotional manipulating and hurting of other people's feelings on the show win. And I guess the argument was, well, he's shown the most growth. He's less manipulative than he was before. But there was a girl on the show who learned to set boundaries, stand up for herself, communicate what she needs in order to achieve a more meaningful connection. And that wasn't really celebrated at all. It was treated as like, oh, she's stirring the pot. And so I feel like this season I was coming in like, oh no, if we have another round of that, I'm uninterested. Which is too bad. I mean, I think the first season of the show, there were some characters on the show that were not interested in, playing by the rules, which honestly, a lot of them in all 3 seasons have said, like, that's not why we came here, so what's the point of following the rules? Because, like, that's not what any of us wanted going into this. Why do we have to pretend that this is suddenly what we want? And then other people are like, well, it's the show. We're trying to win money, or we're trying to maybe learn a little bit, or whatever their reasoning is. So I think it's interesting, the thought processes behind it. These shows tend to pin women against each other. Right now, where I'm at, I'm not all the way through it. A couple new cast members have joined the show as like temptations or whatever, and one of the girls and the girl who got added is interested in one of the guys who's in a relationship, and so they're creating all this drama around it. And I mean, like, don't get me wrong, I know that these shows are bred to create drama and all of that. I'm not naive. I realize fully that that's what these shows are meant for. But they're pitting the girls against each other rather than focusing on the guy who's supposed to be in like a committed kind of like pairing with this other girl who seems very happy about the fact that he has this like other attention on him. And I mean, it is flattering to have someone show interest in you, or have multiple people show interest in you. I understand why that could be like a little bit just like, oh, they like me. But no one has yet to say like, huh, I forget his name. The tall one, the one who's like 6'5". 6'5" you seem real excited about the fact that a girl who is not your girlfriend type human being, I don't know how these shows labels people, your couple person wants to take you on a date, because like, I don't know the rules about this show. I don't know what the producers are doing behind the scenes, but just his like initial reactions when like the girl's showing interest don't seem very produced. They seem pretty me. And I don't know. I don't like it, because then the girl who he's supposed to be with is getting jealous and stressed and a little bit overbearing, mostly in the sense that she's talking to the new girl, like, hey, he's mine, don't touch, but she's not communicating with the guy. And I think that that's where this show has issues. They're focusing on building connections in a way that's not actually breeding trust between these two people. That's my thing. My roommate and I only watch this show together because we've just been like so tired of all of the stuff that they've been doing. Oh, what am I doing? That we can't really watch it like alone. Like it's not something that we really like enjoy unless we're sitting there together, like yelling at the screen. Um, so yeah, you know, I encourage you, if you like getting angry at strangers, don't watch this show. A new season of Love is Blind starts coming out this month. Oh, so excited. That show is, in my opinion, the show that is most likely to actually create a meaningful, long-standing relationship for 3 reasons. I feel like I've talked about this before, but we're going to talk about it again. 1, all of the people on the show are from the same geographical area. Like, I mean, some of them are originally from other places, but they all live in the same city. I'm assuming that they're going to keep these rules the same for season 2. I don't see why they wouldn't. Part of the issue is like the only couple that came out of, well, no, the couples that came out of season 1 of Too Hot to Handle, they were from like different countries or states, and it just was like, yeah, well, when we moved back and got put in the real world, like, and weren't living on a tropical island with nothing to worry about because all our bills and meals were paid for, suddenly things in our relationship shifted. And like with COVID and everything, it was hard. It was really hard for them to like travel to see each other and things like that. And so having everyone start, or not everyone start, but having the couples kind of all be from the same area ensures that after the show they'll be able to like possibly continue a relationship. 2, they actually have them work at certain points during the show. Like, yes, they have like the honeymoon tropical getaway type thing, but they also have them meet each other's families and stuff like that, live together, work, figure out if their lives are compatible, because, you know, sometimes like just compatibility of 2 people's lives is an important factor in whether or not they'll last a long time. And 3, they call the show Love is Blind, but all of these people were still deeply attractive. Like, it was just really funny that all of the people on the show were like, I don't know what they look like. And all of the people were freaking beautiful. I mean, it's just funny. Like the drama of like the I don't know what they look like almost was, as an audience member, immediately erased, because I was like, why are you worried? You're all like, if I was one of the people on the show, I would look around to all of the people of my same gender that I was like talking to and being like, well, we're all really pretty, so I feel like it's safe to assume that all the guys are going to be like somewhat attractive. And that, I think, goes back to types and stuff like that. But yeah, I love these shows. I don't know why. It is the least academic thing about me, I think. I really want to get caught up on Orange County. I know that's going on right now. And, yeah, that's, or Real Housewives of Orange County. I am going to very quickly do a quick wing and my mascara, and I will be right back. There we go. I just have a quick wing that I did. You know, like when you have a wing where you're like, that's pretty good for a 5-minute wing. That's how I'm feeling. So, not my best, but also not bad considering I think I spent in total like 6 minutes on it. So, what next? Glitter. But yeah, I'm just kind of grinding through school, working on some projects, and project painting. That's my life. I've been loving putting a little bit of this like loose kind of pressed pigment glitter from, I don't even know, I just got it from Target, EcoSoul. in the shade GP092 on my inner corners. I don't know why, it's just been giving me a little bit of extra sparkle lately. And then where is the lipstick that I want to use? Okay, the lipstick I was looking for is nowhere to be found, so we're doing this one. This is the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in the shade Copenhagen. Oh no. I'm not gonna lip liner this, I'm just gonna apply it a little bit more sheerly. So that is everything that I have for this look today. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for listening to me rant about shitty TV shows. I will be back in a couple of days with a new video. There's been a lot of project painting content going on my channel lately, so if you enjoy that, please stick around. And without much further ado, I hope you are having an incredible day wherever you are, and that I get to see you in a future video. Thanks, guys!